The worldwide privacy tour on South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
Couple have been begging for privacy, and South Park has done a parody of this, and apparently it has really upset Meghan Markle.
Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Yeah, that's totally me.
Your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of...
Meghan Markle has posted a cringy video of her and Prince Harry dancing in a hospital.
Meghan's buying it kosher, and I don't think there's much on the inside. There's talk that the royals are going to sue over this episode now. Would you recommend they do that kosher?
And then they put out pictures of Lilibet, but it doesn't. You see her half covered. Right. But what you always see is Meghan. So it's all about Meghan.
These two are not sincere people. They say that they want their privacy while going on every television show, writing books, doing 6 hours of Netflix. They're not very likable, and people are tired of them.
It's so awesome to be here. It's great. You've lived a life with the royal family. You've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win. Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family like stupid.
They nailed it. They nailed it.
I think he goes on to say, so you wrote a book talking about your family. Does that not make you a journalist too? And then they kind of stare at each other.
This particular episode was quite scathing, and the grains of truth that it held. You know, I'm not sure how the Sussexes are taking it. Obviously, it is a cartoon, but there's so many moments of truth in that episode that makes it so funny.
It is uncomfortable. I don't think, because she's done this before for photos, I don't think that is a real baby bump. I think
way too big. It's way too big.
And sort of too low as well.
Yeah, it's like a metre out there. I mean, it looks the wrong shape.
Where's she going to give birth there? Through her knees or something? I mean, that is too...
Putting themselves on the world stage, using expensive PR, while demanding privacy, while writing books, while being on Oprah that had 50 million viewers. You know, people who want privacy don't do that. You live your life quietly in privacy. So it's such hypocrisy. I think they did a brilliant job.
They wanted privacy, cried for it on every major platform, yet their lives became the world's most public spectacle. Then, the unexpected happened. South Park, the undisputed kings of satire, delivered a brutal mirror to Harry and Meghan, exposing their worldwide privacy tour for the circus it truly is. This wasn't just comedy. It was a no-holds-barred takedown that left even their PR team scrambling. And now, everyone's watching, questioning everything. Did South Park go too far, or did they just say what everyone's been thinking? It all kicked off with a bizarre clip that ricocheted across Instagram. Meghan Markle, heavily pregnant, appearing to twerk in a hospital room. It was meant to show her as relatable, maybe fun, kind of like Cardi B meets Duchess. But the internet wasn't having it. Instead of cheers, Meghan was instantly swamped with memes, parodies, and viral TikToks that shredded her attempt at authenticity. Major gossip pages like Dumoir and TMZ were reporting on captions like, "When you're 9 months pregnant, but the club still calls." Her little dance number became instant cringe material, and the fallout was swift. Industry insiders whispered that some major studios quietly pressed pause on Meghan-related projects. Producers didn't want to touch the drama. Deals dried up quicker than you can say royal exit. An anonymous executive told Variety, "No one wants that kind of circus around their production," but just when folks thought the story couldn't get wilder. The internet? It's eating this up. Twitter flooded with reactions. One viral tweet declared, "South Park did in 20 minutes what the British tabloids couldn't do in 5 years, expose the Markle-Harry circus for what it really is." TikTok's full of edits splicing Meghan's real viral clip with South Park scenes. And YouTube is overflowing with breakdowns, reaction videos, and hot takes. Even The Guardian and BBC have weighed in, calling it one of the sharpest royal parodies in years. And let's not forget the ultimate irony. All Meghan's attempts to stop the episode only made it bigger. Now everyone wants to see it. Parker and Stone are probably somewhere sipping scotch, laughing as the views climb. If you think about it, Meghan got everything she wanted: the husband, the children, the global recognition she so badly craved. So here's the real question. Did South Park go too far? Or did they simply say what everyone's been too polite or too scared to say out loud? The South Park episode didn't just poke fun, it ripped the curtain back on the grand spectacle that has become Harry and Meghan's public life. From the infamous twerking video to their relentless pursuit of privacy while living squarely in the public eye, every action has only amplified the very attention they claim to despise. This brutal satire exposed the core contradiction at the heart of their brand. The question now is, what happens next? Do they finally retreat, or will this only fuel their determination to control a narrative that seems increasingly out of their grasp? Before you go, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Meghan and Harry should clap back, or is silence the smarter move? Could this episode finally mark the end of their Hollywood ambitions, or will it somehow boost their brand even more? We want to hear your take. And hey, if you're living for this kind of royal chaos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss the next scandal we break down. Enter Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the maestros of mayhem, who don't just watch the internet lose its mind, they weaponize it. Rumor has it, first leaked by the Daily Beast, the second they saw the Meghan twerking saga, they started writing what insiders are calling one of their most brutal episodes yet. Respect our pregnancy. Think Meghan's team was buying it? Not a chance. Behind closed doors, her camp was already in full-blown panic mode. Sources close to the couple, as reported by Page 6, said they immediately began damage control, calling in top-tier PR experts to spin the situation. Meanwhile, Twitter exploded with hashtags like #MeghanTwerkingDuchess and #RoyalCringe trending worldwide. Fans, haters, and neutral onlookers alike couldn't look away. And trust us, what came next in that South Park episode had everyone glued to their screens. Imagine this. Meghan shows up at the boys' school, pitching a so-called important project for the local TV channel. She's convinced she's about to create a powerful, life-changing documentary to show how real and hard pregnancy is, while still being fabulous, of course. The boys are less than impressed. Stan, ever the voice of reason, can already smell disaster. Cartman, though, he smells blood. Before you know it, he's declared himself director, producer, and head of all action scenes. His grand plan: add fireworks, stunts, and epic atmosphere. He shows up on set with a Darth Vader helmet, a busted coffee maker, and a handful of sketchy firecrackers. Because nothing says respect for pregnancy like pyrotechnics, right? Kyle predictably is having a meltdown, begging everyone to stop the madness, insisting this is disrespectful. But Cartman fires back. Kyle, you wouldn't know real art if it slapped you in the face. What matters is what we have on the inside. This scene alone exposed their sheer hypocrisy, demanding privacy while going on every television show, writing books, and doing 6 hours of Netflix. They just aren't very likable, and people are tired of them. The climax is pure South Park genius. They somehow end up shooting the documentary in a delivery room. Meghan bursts in, dressed like she's about to headline a Beyoncé concert, cradling this massive baby bump. The cameras roll. She starts twerking, trying to prove she's fun and fearless. Then, boom, the giant pillow she stuffed under her dress slips out mid-dance. Twitter couldn't have written it better. Cartman loses it, calling for take 3, as if this was all part of the script. Kyle freaks out, whispering, "Wait, is she even pregnant?" Cartman's too hyped to care. He declares, "We need more action." And that's when the fireworks come out. Loud screeches, blinding lights. This documentary turns into what looks like a bad Fast and Furious knockoff. This particular episode was scathing in the grains of truth it held, like her clearly fake baby bump for past photo ops. It's way too big, too low, looks like she's going to give birth through her knees. Every chaotic second felt like a mirror of the real drama Meghan and Harry can't escape. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more unhinged, Prince Harry charges in, shouting, "Respect our pregnancy," like he's leading some kind of revolution. Meghan's ecstatic. She waves the pillow like it's a victory flag, dancing like they just won The Masked Singer. Kyle, fed up, asks the question on everyone's mind. Harry, what are you doing here? Wait, are you the one who's pregnant now? The room goes dead silent. Harry stammers. You can practically hear the gears in his head, trying to locate one of those inspirational lines he gave at some eco summit years ago. Finally, he blurts out, "If there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that meaningful change never comes easy." Cartman, blown away, screams, "Harry, that's going in the trailer." By some miracle, or maybe just sheer stubbornness, they finish the film. Meghan beams, convinced her masterpiece will change the world. Cartman forces the boys to write reviews for his marketing plan. Naturally, he calls it a cinematic triumph that deserves an Oscar. Kyle, furious, says, "This isn't about pregnancy, it's about how we almost set a hospital on fire." And Kenny? He shrugs, mutters something about chips, and wanders off. Honestly, probably the most honest review of the whole project. Meghan uploads Respect Our Pregnancy to YouTube, hoping for viral glory. But reality hits hard. The views? A whopping 12. And half of those are just Cartman refreshing the page, waiting for someone, anyone, to hit like. Meanwhile, word spread like wildfire. According to The Sun and Page 6, Meghan's camp caught wind of the South Park episode before it even aired. Her team was already lawyering up. Insiders told Entertainment Tonight that she's threatening to sue, demanding the episode be pulled before it sees the light of day. But here's where it gets juicier. Parker and Stone are totally unbothered. They know their satire is bulletproof, thanks to First Amendment protections. As The Hollywood Reporter pointed out in their deep dive on South Park's legal battles, attempts to silence these guys always end up in the Museum of Epic Fails. Harry says he hates journalists, but he pays PR teams to spin narratives and disparage others, all while demanding privacy for himself. The worldwide privacy tour is hysterical. What kept audiences watching until the final second was the sheer unpredictability of it all. Fans flooded Twitter with memes of Harry's speech, while TikTok creators reenacted Meghan's pillow fail in hilarious skits. Reddit threads exploded with debates over whether the royal couple had finally met their comedic match. By the end, viewers weren't just laughing, they were hooked, desperate to see how far Parker and Stone would push the satire next.